Most people believe one simple rule about money. Work hard, get a good salary, and eventually, you'll be financially safe. That's what our parents told us. That's what schools teach. That's what society drills into our heads from the day we get our first job. Work harder, climb the ladder, earn more, and wealth will follow. But let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone making six figures who still stresses about money? Someone with a nice car, nice house, nice vacations, but no savings. Someone who looks completely successful on the outside, but quietly panics every time an unexpected bill shows up? Maybe that person is someone you know. Maybe that person is you. Because in 2026, something deeply strange is happening. People earning $120,000, $180,000, even $240,000 a year, are still living paycheck to paycheck. Not a rare few. 25% of all households earning over $100,000 are one missed paycheck away from financial disaster. These aren't minimum wage workers. These are managers, directors, engineers, doctors, people who did everything the system told them to do. They got the degrees, worked the hours, earned the promotions. Yet somehow, they're financially fragile. Their bank accounts hover near zero every single month. Their credit cards creep toward the limit. And they genuinely lie awake, worrying about what happens. If the car breaks down, or someone in the family gets sick, how is that possible? How can someone earn more money than 90% of the population and still feel broke? The answer isn't laziness. It isn't stupidity. It's something quietly built into the way modern financial life works. And once you see it clearly, you will never look at your paycheck the same way again. Let me show you two people. Jason earns $240,000 a year as a senior director at a tech company. On paper, Jason looks like the definition of success. BMW, X5, 5-bedroom colonial, private school for the kids, 2 international vacations per year. His LinkedIn screams winning at life. At the Saturday soccer game, everyone sees the car. At the neighborhood BBQ, everyone sees the house. Nobody sees the bank account. Because behind the scenes, Jason has a serious problem. His bank account is what financial analysts call a leaking bucket. Money flows in and immediately flows back out. Mortgage, $8,500 per month. Car payment, $1,800 for the X5 lease. Insurance, home, auto, life, another $1,200. Subscriptions, private school tuition, $2,800 per kid times 2. Property taxes, HOA fees, landscaping, the cleaner on Thursdays. Car insurance up after one speeding ticket. Grocery bill crept up because the family got used to a certain standard. $60 Uber rides became routine. Amazon packages arriving every other day. Every single dollar has an address before it hits his account. And here's the terrifying part. Jason's entire financial structure depends on the next paycheck arriving on time. If Jason loses his job tomorrow, his financial house collapses within weeks. Late mortgage payment, credit score tanks, car repossessed, private school calls about tuition, credit cards max out. Jason isn't wealthy. He is one layoff, one medical emergency, one bad quarter at work, from total ruin. Deep down, under the BMW and the vacation photos, Jason knows it. Now look at Elena. Elena earns $72,000 per year, less than 1/3 of Jason's salary. 7-year-old Honda Civic, modest 3-bedroom, public schools, no Instagram flexing. From the outside, Elena looks ordinary, average, maybe even a little behind. But Elena hasn't checked a price tag in 3 years. Not because she's careless, because she genuinely doesn't need to. Elena has $400,000 in invested capital, generating income every single month while she sleeps. Her S&P 500 index fund produces roughly $3,200 per month. Her rental property covers its own mortgage and generates extra cash on top. Her money is working, not her. And here's what matters most. Elena's investments now generate more monthly income than her actual job. She works because she chooses to, Not because she has to. Jason earns more. Elena owns more. Jason works for money. Elena's money works for time. Jason is trading his life hours for dollars, one paycheck at a time. Elena traded dollars for assets that now buy her life hours back. So the question burning in your mind should be, what happened? How can someone earning 3 times more money end up financially weaker? The answer starts with something that has quietly reshaped the financial lives of an entire generation. The lifestyle multiplier. Here's exactly how it works. Every single time your income increases, your lifestyle automatically expands to consume it. This happens so naturally, so gradually, so invisibly, that most people never notice it occurring. You get a promotion. The apartment you were happy in last year suddenly feels cramped. You get a raise. The car that worked fine starts feeling old. Your income crosses a new bracket. The neighborhood feels below your level now. The school isn't quite good enough. Better restaurants become normal. $200 dinners stop feeling extravagant. Business class starts feeling reasonable. $300 jeans stop feeling expensive. And before the money ever reaches your account, it's already mentally spent. The car dealer somehow knew you just got promoted. The realtor sent new listings. The private school called about an opening. Your friends upgraded. So, the pressure to keep up becomes almost physical. Instagram fills your feed with everyone else living larger. The lifestyle multiplier doesn't just happen. It is actively engineered by every business, every algorithm, every social signal around you, designed to ensure that no matter how much more you earn, you spend just a little more than that, which leads to a deeply uncomfortable question. If your lifestyle always grows with your income, when exactly do you become wealthy? For most people, the honest answer is never. Higher income, higher expenses, identical stress, zero net worth growth. You are not climbing toward freedom. You are running as fast as you can, just to stay in the same place. But the lifestyle multiplier isn't the only trap. There's something deeper. The cost of performing wealth. Instead of building it, Jason doesn't overspend on small things. He overspends on identity. The BMW isn't transportation. It's a signal to his neighbors, his colleagues, himself, that he made it. The private school isn't just education. It's a status marker. The $800 dinner isn't hunger. It's a performance. Every dollar Jason spends is purchasing someone else's approval. And that approval requires constant renewal. The moment you stop spending at that level, the signal fades. The identity cracks. Elena figured something out that Jason never did. She stopped spending money on signals and started spending money on assets. Elena spends money on things that generate more money. Jason spends money on things that require even more money to maintain. That's the real trap. Not coffee, not subscriptions. The fundamental choice to perform wealth rather than build it. Now here's what makes all of this dramatically worse. In 2026, the purchasing power of a high salary has quietly collapsed. A $100,000 salary today is the new $60,000. Median home prices hit $475,000 nationally. Monthly payment on a $400,000 mortgage, $3,200, just the mortgage. The average family health insurance deductible is now $4,800 out of pocket before coverage kicks in. Private college tuition averages $82,000 per year. Since the year 2000. Housing up 150%. Healthcare up 200%. College tuition up 250%. Wages up 80%. Your 3% annual raise feels like progress, until you realize core living costs rose 7 to 12% the same year. You are not keeping up. You are mathematically falling behind, every year. And the cruelest part, psychologically, a bigger number always feels like winning, even as purchasing power quietly erodes. $100,000 in 2026 buys what $58,000 bought in the year 2000. The number got bigger. The life it buys got smaller. So if salary is no longer the path to financial security, what is? Elena measured success differently, not by income, by something she called the capital gap, the distance between what she earned and what she actually needed to live. Elena kept her true cost of living at $50,000 per year. Her $72,000 salary created a $22,000 gap. And every dollar of that gap had one job: buy assets that generate income. When Elena got a raise, she didn't upgrade her apartment. She increased her investment contributions. When she received a bonus, it went straight into index funds. Not a vacation, not a wardrobe upgrade. Assets. Things that pay her back month after month, whether she's working or not. And here's what matters most about Elena's approach. She wasn't miserable. She had a full life. Comfortable home, family vacations, nice dinners. She simply made one foundational decision early. Her lifestyle had a ceiling, not just a floor. Most people set a floor. I need at least this much comfort. And every raise lifts the floor higher. Elena set a ceiling. My life costs $50,000 a year. That is enough. Every dollar above that ceiling became ownership, became freedom, became the future she was quietly building, while everyone around her was performing. She wasn't depriving herself. She was buying something most people never think to purchase: time. Specifically, the option to stop working before 65, the ability to handle any emergency without fear, the freedom to make choices based on what she wanted, not what she needed to pay next month. Elena bought time, and time is the only asset that cannot be manufactured, cannot be replaced, and cannot be bought back once spent. Stop measuring wealth in dollars. Start measuring it in months. How many months could you stop working today and still live your normal life comfortably? That number is your real financial score, not your salary, not your title, not your car or your house. How many months do you own? Jason earns $20,000 per month, spends $19,000. He has maybe 5 weeks of real runway before the walls close in. Car breaks, credit card, emergency room, medical debt, layoffs announced, panic mode. His entire life depends on the next paycheck arriving without interruption. It always has. Until the day it doesn't. Elena spends about $3,000 per month, $400,000 generating income, 133 months of financial freedom, more than 11 years. Elena could quit today, travel for a year, start a business, fail at it, recover, and still have more financial security than Jason, with his $240,000 salary. That is the real difference. Not income, not intelligence, not luck. Ownership. Jason owns an expensive lifestyle that demands to be fed. Elena owns capital that feeds her. And here's the final truth. We are all afraid of appearing less successful. Afraid of the smaller car, the modest house, the vacation that doesn't photograph as well. But consider this. 25% of households earning over $100,000 are living paycheck to paycheck right now. A massive portion of the people whose lifestyles you feel pressure to match are financially fragile themselves. Their Instagram is perfect. Their leased BMW shines. Their bank account sits at $400 the day before payday. They are performing. You are watching a performance and feeling inadequate by comparison. You are competing with broke people who are very good at looking rich. So here is the only question that actually matters. Not how much do you make, but if you stopped working tomorrow, how long could you live comfortably on what you already own? For most high earners right now, the honest answer is weeks. For Elena, 11 years. Jason built a lifestyle. Elena built an exit. And the difference between them was never income, or intelligence, or opportunity. It was one decision, made quietly, repeated consistently, year after year. A ceiling on lifestyle, and a relentless focus on turning every dollar above that ceiling into ownership. You don't need to earn more to start. You need to own more. Stop buying approval. Start buying assets. Stop performing wealth. Start accumulating it. Measure your financial life not in the size of your salary, mighty no, but in the number of months you own. The paycheck was never designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to keep you working. And the moment you truly understand that, the moment you stop seeing your income as the destination and start seeing it as raw material, everything changes. The system loses its grip. The treadmill slows down. And for the first time, you start building something that actually lasts. That decision is available to you today, not someday, not after the next raise. Today. The gap between Jason and Elena wasn't created by circumstance. It was created by a choice. And every single day, you get to make that choice too.